In this video, we're going to talk about how to do a North Dakota background check. To get started, come to northdakotapublicrecords.org, and what you'll notice is on the front page you have multiple public record databases available to you at the state level. So depending on what type of background check you're doing, let's say it's something as simple as maybe you want to make sure your contractor is legit. You can look them up, make sure everything is good. You have criminal history information that you can request at the state level. Maybe you want to see if somebody has any financial crimes, just depending on what direction you're going into with your background check. It could be something as simple as just you want to see who the new neighbors are, so it just depends what you're doing. And so you have all these public database resources here on the front page, but we also created, if you hover over other records, there's a specific page where we go into more details on these more sought after record types usually. So if I hit the background check page here, you see your statewide resources first. And so it's anything from court records to the sex offender lookup. And we have found these resources that you could use in North Dakota. If you scroll down lower, you have county level resources. So let's say if you're checking, say, the prison records, now prison and jails are different. So if you want to see if somebody was arrested and released the same day, you're not necessarily going to find that using the statewide prison check. But if you check the local sheriff's department database, you can find that information there, or checking the local court information. You can also locate that information there. So just depends what type of a background check you're doing, how deep you want to go with it. You have also other things to consider here, anything from court records or criminal records to court records. Maybe you want to see if somebody's got a warrant out for their arrest. Maybe you want to look into their finances more. You could hit the property records. So there's quite a few options here. Another thing to consider is there is a search box up here. This is a private database. This pulls information not just at the county level or the state level in North Dakota. It looks at records from other states. So it pulls records from various public resources and private resources in multiple states. So let's say somebody has a criminal record, had a criminal record in Georgia or maybe in Louisiana, and then they end up moving to North Dakota. If you're just looking at the local county and state records, you're not going to catch that. So what this gives you an opportunity to do is just get that big picture view. Look at their previous, it could potentially display their previous addresses, cell phone information, people related to them. So if you, even if you don't see anything in terms of what you're looking for, like in terms of specifically what you're looking for, it'll give you an opportunity to see, as an example, previous addresses. So maybe previous locations. They have an algorithm that figures out, using private databases and public databases, where they can determine certain things that might be useful when it comes to looking someone up. So check that out. You can even use it in combination. So like you could use the local, obviously everything starts at the county level. Those are going to be your most accurate, most up-to-date records. But they're also restricted to a specific area. So if something happened outside, you're not going to pick up on that. So it's a good idea to use both tools to get the best out of your search. So once again, northdakotapublicrecords.org. Come on down and get started on your North Dakota background check.